Smart money concepts, or SMC, can feel confusing at first. You learn terms like liquidity, order blocks, and fair value gaps, but then you open the chart, and it still feels random. It almost feels like everyone else understands something you don't. But here's the truth. You're not the problem. You've just never been shown how to connect everything in a simple, structured way. So in this video, I'm going to change that. I'll give you one clear SMC framework you can apply on almost any Forex pair. Step by step, where to look, what to wait for, where to enter, where to place your stop loss, and where to take profit. And make sure you stay until the end, because I'll share the 3 mistakes that cause most traders to lose money, even when they think they're trading SMC correctly. Avoid these, and you'll instantly improve your results. In this video, you'll learn 4 key things. First, market structure and the difference between BOS and CHOCH. Second, liquidity and why price is constantly targeting highs and lows. Third, order blocks and fair value gaps, and how to actually use them for entries. And fourth, a simple SMC checklist you can repeat every single session. Quick disclaimer before we begin. This content is for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Trading involves risk, and you can lose money. Always manage your risk and make your own decisions. Now let's start with the foundation, market structure. Because without structure, SMC is just random lines on a chart. In an uptrend, price makes higher highs and higher lows. In a downtrend, price makes lower lows and lower highs. Simple, but this is where everything begins. Now there are 2 key concepts you need to understand. BOS, break of structure, and CHOCH, change of character. Bullish is continuation. It tells you the current trend is still valid. For example, in an uptrend, when price breaks above the previous swing high with strength, that's a bullish BOS. It confirms buyers are still in control. CHOCH, on the other hand, is your early warning. It signals that something might be changing. In an uptrend, if price breaks below the last higher low with momentum, that's a bearish CHOCH. It doesn't guarantee a reversal, but it tells you the current trend is no longer safe to trust blindly. The easiest way to remember this is simple. Bullish confirms continuation. CHOCH suggests potential change. But here's a critical mistake many traders make. They treat CHOCH as an entry signal. It's not. It's just a clue that the trend may be changing. Now you wait for the setup. Next, liquidity. This is where SMC starts to make sense. Where do most retail traders place their stops? Above obvious highs, below obvious lows, and around patterns like double tops and double bottoms. Basically equal highs and equal lows. That means equal highs and equal lows act like magnets. You'll often see price push into those levels, take the stops. This is called a liquidity sweep, and then reverse. So instead of buying right before equal highs or selling right before equal lows, we do the opposite. We wait for price to take the liquidity first. Then we look for confirmation that direction is changing. This alone will save you from so many trap entries. One more detail. You'll hear the terms buy-side liquidity and sell-side liquidity. Buy-side liquidity sits above highs, stops from sellers, plus breakout by orders. Sell-side liquidity sits below lows, stops from buyers, plus breakout sell orders. Your job is simple. Identify where liquidity is sitting, then watch how price reacts when it gets taken. Now let's talk about order blocks, because this is where we get our entries. An order block is typically the last opposing candle before a strong move that causes displacement and break structure. For example, if price is moving down and then you see a strong bullish move that breaks above a key level, the last bearish candle before that move is often marked as a bullish order block. Why do we care? Because price often comes back to that zone, like it's checking an old footprint, and reacts again. Here's how to mark an order block in a clean way. Step 1. Find a strong move that breaks structure. Step 2. Identify the last candle against that move. Step 3. Mark its range as a zone. Step 4. Don't enter immediately. Wait for price to return and combine it with confirmation. Next is fair value gap, also called FVG or imbalance. When price moves fast, it doesn't trade efficiently. It leaves a gap in participation. That gap often acts as a zone where price later returns to rebalance. An easy way to use FVG is this. After a strong displacement move, mark the fair value gap. When price retraces into that gap, it can offer a clean entry area, especially when it lines up with structure and liquidity. Quick tip: you don't need price to fill the entire gap. Many times, you'll see a partial fill around the midpoint, and then continuation. Now let's combine everything into a simple, repeatable strategy. This is the part you can screenshot and follow every day. Step 1. Higher time frame bias. Start with a higher time frame like the 4-hour or 1-hour chart, and ask, are we bullish or bearish? Trade in the direction of structure. Step 2. Mark liquidity. On your trading time frame, mark equal highs and equal lows. Step 3. Wait for the sweep. Don't rush. Let price take the liquidity first. Step 4. Look for confirmation, CHOCH or BOS. After the sweep, you want to see a clear shift in direction. Step 5. Identify your entry zone, order block, or fair value gap. Step 6. Enter on the retest. Enter when price returns to your zone and shows rejection. Step 7. Place your stop loss beyond invalidation, usually beyond the sweep high or low. Step 8. Target the next liquidity, typically the next equal highs or equal lows. That's it. This approach is powerful because it forces patience. Liquidity first, confirmation second, entry last. Now let's walk through one clean example. We see equal highs, so we know buy-side liquidity is sitting above. Price pushes up and takes those highs. That's the sweep. Immediately after, price drops and breaks below the last high or low. That's a bearish CHOCH. Now we don't chase. We mark the bearish order block or fair value gap created during the drop. Price retraces back into that zone. When we see rejection, that's our entry. Stop loss goes above the sweep high, and the target is the next sell-side liquidity, usually equal lows below. Even if you only take the cleanest versions of this setup, you'll avoid a lot of low-quality trades. Now, the 3 mistakes I promised. Mistake 1. Entering before the sweep and getting trapped. Mistake 2. Treating CHOCH as an instant entry instead of waiting for the retest. Mistake 3. Risking too much. If you can't survive a losing streak, the strategy won't matter. If you're enjoying this, hit subscribe, like, and share this with a trader friend. It really helps the channel. And comment SMC if you want a follow-up video where I break down real examples candle by candle. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one.